Hi, this is Russ Jeffers from mobileburn.com, and here I've got the new HTC 7 Trophy. As you can probably tell from the name, it's a Windows Phone 7 handset, which you can see written on the back here. And it's one of a handful of new Windows Phone 7 handsets that HTC have released. So we're just going to quickly show you through some of the hardware and software features, and also there'll be a full written review on the mobileburn website as well. So starting around the front here, we've got the 3.8-inch capacitive touchscreen. Features multi-touch as well, so you can do pinch zooming and things like that. And beneath the screen we've got these three touch-sensitive keys too. So the one on the left here, as you might be able to see, is a back key. The one in the middle is the start key, and the one on the right is the search key. So the standard Windows Phone 7 key set. At the top here we've got the earpiece, you can see there in the bezel. And just beneath that, in this sort of black part around the screen, we've got a notification LED for things like new SMS and emails, and also if your battery's low it'll flash red. And then around that we've also got an ambient light sensor and a proximity sensor too. The bezel you might just about be able to make out. It's kind of like a black brushed metal finish to it. It looks almost plastic in person, but it sort of feels a bit more solid, so it's quite a nice finish. And then on the back here you can see we've got this lovely soft touch plastic feel. It means the phone's a bit grippier and easier to hold, and also feels quite nice too. On the top of the handset you can see we've got a power button there that can be used for powering the device on and off, and also waking and sleeping the screen. And then next to that we've got a 3.5mm headphone port, which could be used to connect any normal headphones to the handset. But HTC do also include a set themselves with a inline control for skipping forwards and backwards and pausing and playing your music. On the left hand side of the handset here we've got the volume rocker, so that can be used for adjusting the earpiece volume and also the music or game or video volume. And also we've got a micro USB port as well for charging and data. On the right hand side we've just got this dedicated camera shutter button. Nice to actually see a dedicated camera shutter button on a smartphone, not seen one in the last few HTC smartphones that I've reviewed. But it's a two-stage button. You can press it slightly to focus and then all the way to take the photo. But I must admit it was quite difficult to actually get it to focus using the button, because I would try to press it halfway and ended up just taking the photo straight away without actually focusing. So it's quite a fiddly button, but at least it's nice to have a hardware key rather than having to use an on-screen button. On the bottom here we've just got a microphone pinhole, so nothing special there. And then talking of the camera, round to the back we have the 5-megapixel autofocus camera lens there in the middle. To the left here we've got the LED flash, and also on the right here we've got the speaker grill for the loudspeaker, so you can also listen to your music and watch your videos just using the loudspeaker here, or make hands-free calls. Then we've got the chromed HTC logo, and as we mentioned earlier, the Windows Phone 7 logo. So if I just whip the cover off now, we can show you the 1300 mAh battery and the nice yellow interior of the HTC 7 Trophy. Unfortunately, just whip the battery, you can see we've got a SIM card slot but no micro SD card slot. So this phone has 8GB of built-in memory, but you can't actually add your own memory card, which is kind of annoying, because especially for a phone that has lots of apps and music and videos and games on it, you would think they'd give you a bit more than 8GB worth of memory. But there we go, that's what we've got. There's also a 1GHz built-in Snapdragon processor, so it's a pretty snappy phone. We can show you some games running in a minute through the new Xbox Live application that they've put on the Windows Phone 7 devices. So I'll just fire up the handset and show you some of the software features. Okay, so we've now got the HTC 7 Trophy all fired up. And this is the lock screen for the Trophy. If you just tap the screen there, you can see it just jumps up slightly. You can actually change the background image here. You don't have to have the one I've picked. This is one of the default ones though. We get some decent status information as well on the lock screen. You can see we've got the time, the day and the date, and also any calendar appointments upcoming will just show on the bottom here. And then at the top we've got the battery notification icon, and also the Wi-Fi, and you might be able to see there the 3G and signal statuses as well. So all that's shown on the lock screen, so you don't actually have to unlock the phone to find the time or anything. And then just to unlock it, you can just slide it up. So if it's in your pocket, for example, if you sort of did that in your pocket, it would just stay locked. You've actually got to give it a proper swipe to unlock it fully. And then that takes us straight into the usual Windows Phone 7 home screen. this sort of list of tiles that we usually get. Nice and red looking this time. This is a Vodafone handset, so it's got this Vodafone theme, very red theme. You can see we've got some Vodafone applications as well, like this 360 MyWeb, various different shortcuts on the home screen here. As usual, you can change all the shortcuts and put on there whatever you need. Here we've got some contacts set up, so you can just shortcut straight to the contact entry there, as you can see. And any new shortcuts that need to be made, you can just hit this little arrow at the top here and make shortcuts to any of these different applications as well. Similarly, you can go into your contacts and put them on the home screen too. Problem I did notice when using the handset is if you log into your Hotmail, which allows you to do things like log into the Xbox Live app and also sync your Hotmail to the handset, unfortunately it fills the contact application with all your Hotmail contacts. So if you've got a lot of MSN Messenger contacts from the past like I did, it fills your contacts list up with old email addresses that you've probably not spoken to in quite a while. Something quite annoying because you can't actually get rid of them at all, which seems a bit of a strange omission to me. Logging into the Xbox Live though, just tap on this, you can have a look and see what that looks like. Just go back, there you go, shows you your avatar from your Xbox Live account, also shows some different information about your achievements and so forth. It also shows you any friends requests, so you can accept new friends, and then you can try and buy games. So I've just sort of downloaded a couple of trials there, Assassin's Creed and Need for Speed. And then there's other different bits and pieces as well, just to give you some information on different games that are available. So I'll just quickly load up one of the games here. We'll try Assassin's Creed, I think, and I'll just load up in the landscape view. Okay, so finally the game's loaded up. It certainly takes quite a long time to actually load a game up on this trophy handset, and then as soon as you hit play again you've got to wait for another loading screen, which also takes quite a while, so we'll just come back once that's fully loaded up. Okay, so as you can see we've got the Assassin's Creed demo game here loaded up. Took probably a couple of minutes just to load it up. There's various different waypoints. It actually just sort of click start game and then it would load again for a few more minutes, so it's not the quickest game to load up if you just wanted to play something quickly, but as you can see once it is loaded up the graphics look pretty nice, and it's pretty quick and fluid to play as well. It's not jerky or anything, so it's quite good, probably thanks to the GHz Snapdragon processor, and obviously we've got the nice large 3.8 inch screen as well, WVGA screen, so it's quite sharp, and the games do look quite good on it. The only downside really is the game seems to be quite expensive. These big titles like this Assassin's Creed one seem to be a good few pounds. I mean, this one in particular, the full game is £5.49 in the UK, which seems quite steep for a mobile phone game like this. I mean, you can, comparatively at the moment, you can buy Assassin's Creed 2 for £10 in the UK, so it seems quite steep to be £5.49 just for a mobile phone game. And remember as well, any games you do buy will take up quite a lot of space, so this phone's only got 8 GB of space, and if you buy a lot of games you're going to soon use that up. Okay, so another demo that I downloaded is this Need for Speed Undercover. It also takes quite a while to load, just like with the Assassin's Creed game. As you can see again, the graphics are pretty good. You can see the cars in 3D here, so if we just go ahead and buy this car, I can show you some of the gameplay. There we go. And it's quite a rich looking game. It's quite a similar experience to what you might expect on a console, maybe just a slightly lower quality. Okay, let's go ahead and start that. But the only problem being again that we seem to have quite long waits. Do have these nice video transitions though, much the same as on the console versions. And again, they're in pretty good quality. Okay, so we're just starting the race now. You can see all sort of 3D and as you'd expect it to look. This game uses the inbuilt motion sensor in this HTC 7 Trophy handset, so you can see we can just tilt the handset to steer our car. There you go. Otherwise the controls adjust, it automatically accelerates and you just tap the screen to brake, so Literally, it's quite simple controls. You just tilt the phone and tap the screen. I think there's also sort of a nitrous oxide thing on the side here. Much as you'd expect really from an iPhone game or any similar sort of game on any other platform. The graphics look pretty good. Processor allows it to move along at quite a decent rate. There's no stutters or anything. The only problem again is that the game's quite expensive. I think if we just pause it, you can actually go and have a look. Okay, so as you can see, the price for the Need for Speed game is $3.99, and you get to see the ratings and stuff. This is basically just in the Windows Phone 7 market, so you can see we've got screenshots and reviews and bits and pieces. And generally, $3.99 is not actually a bad price, I suppose, for a game of this quality. The only downside being that you could probably get the console version for not a lot more than that. But if you actually wanted a game for your phone, I suppose $3.99 is not that bad, and it's actually pretty good looking title as well. So that was the Xbox Live side of things. Just pop back now to the main menu. So here's a collection of games. You can see the ones we bought are sort of brighter, and then any of these other ones, if we need to try them, can be just bought as or downloaded as a trial version and then bought later. And then there's obviously further lists of different games that we can try out as well and purchase on the handset.